Hello everyone and welcome to this channel. Today will be not a basic video on the channel. I will talk about prices in Poland, and I think it is a useful topic for someone who is going to travel to Poland or maybe to live in Poland. So today let's talk about prices. Of course, first of all, I want to say about inflation too, because in Poland it is quite high right now. Yes, of course, it is quite high almost in any part of the world, but if we're talking about Poland, it is nearly 17% year to year. And if we will see some predictions for the next year, of course, they vary, but it should be something like 12% year to year in the next year. From the other side, the minimum wage rises too, and there should be two periods when it will be a rise in this indicator. So I think in some way it settle this inflation that is going on in Poland too. And let's start from the prices on rent, from the prices on some apartments or some houses, and of course it depends on the city, because from some undeveloped or not so wealthy city to capital, for example, Warsaw, it can be a really huge difference, but the graph is not between Warsaw, but between Sopot from one side. It is a small city on the north of Poland, a very touristic city. And the most affordable city from the big ones is Bytom. If we will talk in numbers, it will be for buying an apartment, average of 4,000 zloty for square meter in Bytom to 17,000 zlotys for square meter in Sopot. And of course, we need to say some words about currency. Now, for $1, you can get 4 and 3 zloty, and this currency is quite stable. So we can assume that from the side of currencies, this video will be quite stable. Okay, but if we will be talking not about buying an apartment, but about rent, then in big cities, the highest price in popular cities will be, of course, in Warsaw, and here you can pay from 2,800 zlotys to 3,300 zloty for an apartment with 1 and 2 bedrooms. A little bit less you will pay in Gdańsk, in Wrocław, and in Krakow. It will be from 2,300 to 2,900 for the same apartment. And for the big cities, the smallest price will be in Bydgoszcz, in Łódź, and also in Katowice. It will be from 1,600 to 2,100 zloty for an apartment per month. And of course, you should also add utility bills to this price. In Poland, the name of utility bills is czynsz, and to be honest, this change can be really different. It can depend on exact house, on some property issues, on some other things. I don't understand it completely, but even two houses that stand one in front of the other, they can have a very different price for this change, for these utility bills. But if we will try to find some price, some number, I think it will be 600 to 700 zloty per month per an apartment, something like 40 or 50 square meters. And you should also add an electricity and gas to it, because it usually is separate, and it will be something like 200 zlotys more for this. So the whole utility bills will be from 8 to 900 zlotys per month per an apartment. And you should also add internet and some cell phone to it, and it will be something like 100 zloty if you will have one plan for the whole internet and also the mobile phone expenses. The next important thing will be, of course, transport, and if we will be talking about city transport, usually it is time tickets. They can start from 15 minutes, and then it can be one-day ticket, one-week ticket, and up to half of a year. Some kind of tickets too. Of course, if you will buy a ticket for a longer period, it will be cheaper for a day or for some period than if you will buy a short-term ticket. But in a lot of cities in Poland, ticket can start from 4 or 5 zloty, and if you will take, for example, for half of a year, it will be something like 90 or 100 zloty per month. And I also want to mention that city transport is really good in Poland, and a lot of people use it here, and it works really good. And also the last part will be about prices on food, but before I will talk about some prices of products, I also want to mention Numbeo. Numbeo is a site where you can find some prices on different products, on different things too, and you can compare different cities from the whole world, and I really like this service because the prices are very accurate on it. So if you want to understand what will be your expenses if you are going to some country, if you're going to some city, it will be a nice resource to use. And about prices on food, of course, it depends on some shops too, on some markets too, and for example, Auchan will be the cheapest supermarket here in Poland, and if you will go to some small shop like Żabka, the prices will be dramatically higher. But if we will find something in average, I'd like to say that a price, for example, for a pork will be nearly 15 zloty for 1 kilo. For fillet of chicken, it will be 20 zloty. For some sausages, it will be nearly 7 zloty. For eggs, nearly 9 zloty for 10 eggs. Also, it will be 3 zloty for 1 liter of milk. And the price for cheese will be nearly 30 zloty for 1 kilo. And of course, it also depends on the origin of products. Some local products, Polish products, usually will be cheaper, and they often have a really nice quality. So it was a video about prices in Poland. Please type your questions in comments if you have something to ask, and also subscribe to this channel, and see you in new videos. Bye.